Welcome back to another episode of Men at Work. It is me, Matty Boy, Kyle Pagan again, still on Birthright, still trying to get closer to our Lord and Saves. He's in Hanover, Pennsylvania on his Birthright travels. He's always facing Mecca, and he's always facing me in the face because we're both the same height. But in the meantime, I have two of my good pals filling in, guest hosting, keeping it real. I hope they keep it real. There's my Trump already. Keeping it real, they're keeping it so real.
300.
I haven't introduced you guys yet. No, these are my good buddies. It's Paul Carson and Johnny Keller. Guys, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it very much, dude.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we have two guys. It's a Men at Work podcast. And spoiler alert, we are almost not allowed to talk about our jobs for the duration of this podcast because, look, guys, forces larger than us are preventing it. So we'll talk about old jobs and old stinky stuff. Boys, how you feel?
Feeling good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Still, Paul, this is the second take. Somebody get Paul ketamine. Somebody call Elon and hook Paul up with a ketamine. Oops. Yeah, stuff's been nuts, dude. The world is insane. John is dressed like a gym teacher.
Dude, I'm just trying to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be relaxed.
You look overly comfortable, though. I worry.
I'm too
about
comfortable.
you. I worry about you, dude.
I mean, you got Birkenstocks on, dude. What are you talking about comfortable?
They
I mean,
don't
you know
turn
what I'm
against
saying?
each other. This is what they want.
So, boys, I mean, you guys are much older than me. You guys are,
Let's take it easy.
You
We're
guys are
already
a
being
variety of
nasty.
jobs.
Yeah, come on. John's much older.
That's a good point. Yeah, John, how are you the oldest? And you're just,
Just looking as young as I do. I have a blood boy, actually. It's my secret, yeah.
In hairline years, I'm way older than you guys.
I don't know. I sneak
Yeah.
it. I start to work. Are you guys, like, it started to push back a tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
So my solution was to grow it out. And now I've hit the point of growing it out where I'm like, I look like an insane person.
No, you look good, dude.
Well, thanks, man.
Go full Chris Angel.
You think mind freak?
Ooh.
Yeah.
You think a little freaky? Yeah,
Are you ready?
Let's freak it up, dude.
Dude, Mind Freak
Yeah.
was like a ceremonial thing when I was growing up. Like, literally every Tuesday night, Mind Freak would come on at 9 o'clock. Me, my sister, my mom, because not my dad, he was a real man. He would go upstairs and not
Yeah,
speak with us.
obviously.
Practice his own card tricks.
Yeah, he was his own mind freak.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah, he had a bit of a freaky mind. Dude.
Matt, when are you going to learn mentalism like a real man?
Oh, you think he was more of like a... Yeah, he would guess like what color I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Mind Freak.
Yeah.
Were you guys like I always got stuff about like my family. We would like actually for real sit around the TV and like watch TV shows.
Yeah.
On scheduled time. Was that a normal thing at all for you guys?
No, absolutely not.
Nothing.
For Mind Freak to be appointment viewing, that's great.
It can be any
That's
television
great. To
show.
be like, oh, one more day till we can sit around. And,
Damn, I actually had that thought
you
several
know?
times.
Like, I can't wait. No, that was me with like, remember the show Ghost Hunters?
Oh, yeah.
Big
yeah.
into Ghost Hunters. Me, my dad, and my sister. My mom was not. That was evil magic to my mom. She was
Oh,
not.
really?
Yeah, but that was our appointment, like, viewing.
Was your mom like for real actually like a I don't want to see that kind of stuff?
No, she wasn't like, get that, not in my house type of thing, but she was not into it.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
Paul, you guys watch anything weird?
I watched Ghost Adventures. That was my lunchtime show during COVID, was Ghost Adventures with the fellas who never...
Paul, you were an adult during COVID.
Yeah, well, it's an adult show, PG-13.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. He's allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
It's PG-13. I'd bring a 13-year-old with me every time. That's not how PG-13. Please give me 13-year-old. That's what PG stands for.
Please give me. That's good, dude. Coming in hot.
Yeah, man.
They always do.
Okay, hello.
Dude, we are
folks.
rocking and rolling, I think. Dare
Can't
I
talk
say.
about our jobs, but I'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you worked at Subway, right?
Yeah, for 4 hours, dude.
Full Byron Allen Comics Unleashed.
Yeah, I did a tour of duty at Subway for 4 hours.
Thank you for
you
your
for
service.
Yeah, dude, I have been hitting people at like regular jobs with "Thank you for your service."
Yeah.
Like my Olive Garden waitress being like, "Thank you for your service."
Yeah.
It's not a bad move.
What's the
They
reaction?
hate it. Yeah, they go,
Yeah, of
"What are you
course.
talking about?" Yeah. But no, yeah, I did a tour for 4 hours at Subway.
What happened? What was it?
When I was like 19, I just couldn't cut it. I just didn't have what it took.
Well, what's the intro process? So you apply for the job. Are you for real thinking you're going to stay there?
No, so my boy had worked at this Subway
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like 3 years, like in high school, and he was like, "I can get you a job," and I was like, "Sure."
He knew the way.
He knew the way. He didn't know the way.
Yeah.
And then they put me behind the. I'm telling you, like it looks easy, but like when it's crunch time, and you got a line of like 5 deep, and you're
Yeah.
trying to cut like a turkey BMT.
It's still easy.
It's no, dude. I'm telling you, you would think that.
Yeah.
It's not, dude.
Why do you say that? Like, I will give credit. Like those like line jobs where it's like Chipotle and like they're making the food in front of you.
It's chaos,
I get
dude.
anxious for them. I could not.
Yeah, it was pure. Like I was like sweating. Like you're getting like hot face. Like you're nervous.
Yeah.
It's like getting on stage. Like I was very nervous.
Right.
Yeah, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't cut the bread, honestly.
So you're there for 4. Explain the 4 hours. Though. Like that, I can't.
Just
imagine.
a whirlwind tour, dude. Like it was crazy.
Entry, exit. So like, how do you quit or are you like, I'm not coming back tomorrow?
No, I wouldn't do that. I didn't do that. It was because my buddy had worked there, so I didn't want to like give him a bad rap.
Right.
Of like,
no pun intended.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring in the closer maybe,
Right, yeah.
and then be like he doesn't have what it takes.
Right.
So I made up like some excuse, like I'm going to school, like.
Bone spurs.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Got put on the IR.
Yeah. We're like, yeah. I don't know. I just was like, dude. I did the 4 hours, and I was like, I'm never coming back. But I called the dude the next day, like, yeah, man.
So were you working for him, or he was just your buddy who referred you?
He was just my boy. Like, he was not like in charge. There was like another guy who was like a manager, like an older Indian dude.
So you just called a coworker to quit?
No, I called the older Indian dude.
Okay,
which is,
nice.
to this day, one of the more scary phone calls I've ever had to make.
Yeah. What was that like?
I mean,
Act it out.
I'm
You
not
don't have to
gonna
do the
I mean,
accent.
I could. I could, but we're not going to do that here. But
So
We'll be you and your friend. You be the older.
I'll follow that sword for you guys. But
We'll make you quit your current job.
it felt like I was disappointing my dad.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he was very upset.
Well, how old were you? Because
I was like 19.
at that point, everything.
Is your dad
Right.
Indian?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Breaking news. Yeah, breaking news on Men at Work. I have an Indian father. No, but yeah, he was upset, and then I didn't expect this. He was like, "We need all your Subway gear back."
Right
Because they
away.
gave me like the Subway swag. Like I had like a visor, apron, and he was like, "All right, that's fine, but like we need your gear back."
Badge and gun.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, he was like, "Badge and gun, give it back." Which I was like, I can't, just for good time, like for old time's sake, I can't even hang on to it.
These are disposable gloves.
Yeah. He didn't want me to steal valor, which I get.
I think that's pretty fair. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
you can't like walk around.
Oh,
if you're not really
yeah.
with the way, you can't walk around with your gear.
No, I go, look, there's no bad blood here.
Gotta get the
I'm not
veterans
gonna
discount at Wawa.
What years did you serve?
It's like, you're Army, I'm Air Force.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
know the struggle.
Oh, really? You sir? Well, the Subway patch goes on actually on your right chest. You know.
The number 6 is not the BMT, actually. Dude, you wouldn't even know.
Took me a second.
Getting yelled at in the mall where there's a Subway behind you.
I served in nom nom nom.
Yeah, you should, dude, please.
It's been fun.
That's
Yes.
garbage.
Yeah, so that was tough. But, like, there was no bad blood. Like, I'm not going to go to Quiznos. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I don't even think that's a real place.
I don't think so
People
either,
talk about
but-
Quiznos. I've never seen it. Have you ever seen a Quiznos in your life?
Yo,
Hello, Kyle. What are you doing?
nothing. Sitting here watching the game, smoking some Thrive.
Are you all alone? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone.
What's up?
Yo, Cheeto, pick up the phone.
Yo.
What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True.
No.
Yeah,
What about, Jimmy John? Like James Johns? I'm not going to go to James Johns.
Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple gyms.
Yeah, there's a couple James Johns around.
It's hard to keep track. They're lightning quick.
They
Whatever the
are,
phrase
dude.
is.
What's the other? Oh, Jersey Michaels?
Jersey Mike's?
Yeah,
I don't get that.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not
a
going to
big-
go there. Yeah. That Jersey Michaels was not big, though, in like 2012, probably.
Well, I just noticed that like I see a lot of stuff on like TikTok about people that'll talk about Jersey Mike's like that's the best sub, and they're from like Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So I do think we are spoiled, like being in the Northeast where we actually have access to like that's their thing type of food.
Right. Yeah, you got to get a hoagie, dude.
You gotta get a hoagie.
Yeah, you gotta get a hoagie.
Get a hoagie. Get a
Yeah.
fucking diet iced tea.
Yeah, yeah.
I do enjoy Jersey Mike's. I think it's pretty good.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
because
I've
you're
ever
from
been.
PA, dude.
I'm from Philly, bro.
Jersey Mike's is just thinly sliced Danny DeVito meat.
But yeah, it's the same thing with like pizza too. Like if you live in like the middle of nowhere, like you think Domino's or like the Hut is like
Wawa.
Wawa pizza. I know somebody that like chose to order like a Wawa pizza.
Really?
Yeah, like around here they were like, nah, I just ordered like a 16-inch
Oh.
from Wawa, and I was like, dude, that's
Sober?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, larger gentlemen. I mean, not that that means anything, but you know.
Yeah, they are a bit gluttonous.
Yeah.
Whatever they can get.
Yeah, but I mean, to choose a Wawa za over literally anything else is crazy.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a beautiful rebellion in the local area. Like I feel like we give in too much to like our Italian ancestry that kind of dictates what we can and cannot eat.
That's
like sometimes I like the idea of like if there's like a Nick's local slice, and if there's a Domino's next door, I'll walk in a Domino's in spite of Nick. I'm sick of him always winning.
So you're not a fan of small businesses then?
I don't like Italian people.
That's right, brother. Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
Who are you
Vito,
talking
my,
to?
my
I mean,
complete
yeah.
respect.
Yeah.
Well, you got a little bit of there. The ginger hides it. You're like an Italian Blake Griffin, where there's like, I think there's a little whack in
That's
there.
kind of
Yeah.
nice, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, something's in there.
Italian Blake Griffin's nice.
Yeah, something out of that earth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it last time. Like, I had so many, like, horrifically dumb jobs, but they were all in the same place. Like, I worked for a YMCA most of my early career, worked with my mom. Like, and that was the worst part. Not
At the YMCA?
We worked adjacent. We were coworkers.
At the YMCA?
At the YMCA.
You were teaching classes, both of you, or what?
I was teaching a lesson on how to be a good fucking counselor. That's the class I was teaching. But I remember one time I kept being late to work because I would work, it was called extended day, and I would work in the morning from like 6:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then I would go home, and then I would come back for my second shift and work from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. So my whole thing, I was like 17 years old. I just wouldn't sleep at night. And then I'd go in and I'd work. Because when you're 17, you weigh the options of like, do I wake up at 6:30 like a fucking psycho, or do I just not go to bed and then go to sleep after my shift? But there were so many times that I would come home and go to sleep after my shift, and then I would just sleep past 3 o'clock. So I just kept being late. And I came in one day, and my mom was at the front desk. She worked the front desk, so I had to walk past her to go like clock in. And this was like the third time. And I remember I walked past her, and she was like, so I go and I clock in, and then I work my shift. The ladies that I work with, actually one of the ladies I work with was my grandmom too. So, yeah,
Three generations of people.
I swear to God, yeah, it was a family
This
affair.
is a crazy dynamic.
Yeah, my aunt worked there. Yeah, my mom was like one of the directors, and then my grandmom worked extended day with me.
And you were the only young man Christian at
I was
that
really
association.
young. I was like, look, guys, we are family. But we
Always dressed like a Native American. Highly offensive.
I was in red face. Okay, let me cut that. But
It was blackface. I can't keep saving you.
nom, dude.
That was just a bad joke.
True. So then I get home that night, and I get home at like 6:30 o'clock. 6:30. My mom's already home. My dad's home, and me and my buddies were supposed to go out. It was like Friday night. He's gonna come pick me up, and we're gonna leave. And as I'm walking out, my mom's like, "Where do you think you're going?" And I was like, "I'm gonna go hang out with Jeff and Andrew." And she was like, "You embarrassed me today." And my dad was like, "You embarrassed both of us." And I got grounded from being late to work.
Oh my God.
Is that not the most ridiculous?
You got to separate church and
Yeah.
state there,
You
dude.
really
100%,
do. Oh
yeah.
my God, I couldn't believe it.
Did your mom work the late shift too?
No, she had like a regular full-time job. Like she worked at the YMCA as like the membership director, and this was like my summer fuck-around job.
So she was double shifting it.
She was double shifted.
Wow.
She was
And you're
full shift.
just sleeping.
I was knocked out.
Honestly, I gotta rule with your parents on this one.
Really?
Yeah, dude, you're being a bozo.
That's a sweatpants talking.
Sleeping the damn day away
Of course.
while your mom's working 2 darn jobs.
It's one job. You keep it's.
Wait.
She would work one. That was her full-time job. That was her 9 to 5.
Okay, she didn't have a separate job. I
No,
thought
she
had
would
a
work at the
separate
front desk of the YMCA. Yeah.
job. Okay.
Matt worked 2 jobs doing the same job.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, this makes total
So
sense.
I worked harder than my
True.
mom.
All right. Well, then I resend it.
Oh, you were a trash man?
No, that was John.
Oh, what have you ever done? And be honest.
I was a Little League umpire, which
Oh my God, were
Just-
you really?
just pissing off dads, just
Yeah,
making
yeah,
the wrong call,
was
nervous.
there like fights or anything? You ever like separated?
They'd yell, like I was bad at it. Like I'd call a person out and then they'd drop it and then I'd be like safe and then they'd pick it up and tag the kid and then I'd be like out and then the dads would start chirping and I'd be like, hey. And that was it because I don't have any authority over the dads.
Right.
So-
Right.
So they'd just get mad, and then I'd have to like go up and beg one of them for money at the end because they were in charge of paying me.
Oh yeah. Did you have to like run to your car like after the game? Like, were you worried about being targeted?
I'd stay away from the more boisterous fathers.
Right. Okay. Wow, this is good Paul Carson lore. I never knew this.
I could definitely see you being an elf.
Yeah.
But I feel like, how old were the kids?
The kids were probably like maybe 7. But
That's the parents getting angry about anything. Like, did you probably had parents that are like screaming, watching the game, and like critiquing you?
And I was like 13.
Oh, were you?
Oh my
really?
God! Talk about lunatics leaving the asylum. My God, yeah, that's crazy.
Twice those kids.
Yeah, that's very interesting though.
Just calling. I made probably 50% wrong calls. So the papas had a legitimate beef with me.
but I mean, you were 13. Like, what do they? Don't be so hard on yourself. You know?
I know. I was like, you're mad at me. My friend Matt is sleeping right now.
No. I was awake at that point. No, I used to referee basketball, dude, at the YMCA. Shout out. The only place that employed me until my current job, where I actually work at the same place as my dad. I've only worked with my parents now that I'm actually realizing that. That's pretty bad.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's. But I worked as a referee, and it was like $15 a game, and the games were like 8 hours long. So it was the money did not make sense for the amount of effort it was. And so the YMCA that I worked at was in like kind of like an inner city-ish kind of area.
Okay.
And so the people that would go there were like lower income, and they were a little more rowdy.
Yeah.
And there's two dads that were like problem dads. Everybody knew about them, and like I got warned by other referees, like just keep an eye on these guys, they're nuts. So my first game, one of the coaches, it's weird, like the dynamic was so weird because one of the coaches was like a well-to-do guy. And then, like, a lot of the people watching were, like I said, from that area, like, struggling, whatever. And there's two dads that didn't like each other. So at one point during the game, the kids, like, ran into each other and then, like, bounced off each other. And then they got in each other's faces. So I'm separating the kids. And then, meanwhile, like, 9 other things are happening behind me because I didn't stop the game. So the other kids are just, like, fucking Sparta running into one another.
You got to blow the whistle.
So the well-to-do dad runs over to me, and he's like, you got to do something. They're going to get hurt. So I'm like, that scares me. I've never had an adult man that I don't know yell at me. And then meanwhile, the two dads, well, the one guy's like a 6'5", like jacked black dude. And then the other one's like a 5'9", small Italian guy that I was told used to be a professional boxer back in like the 90s.
Natural enemies.
It's an unstoppable force, an immovable object. It's immovable. And no, I'm boxing here. So they get in each other's faces. Meanwhile, the dad's still screaming at me. His daughter had gotten knocked because it was like a co-ed, league. And so I have to go up and try to separate them, and they're like chest to chest with each other. And then at one point, it just like clicked in my head. I guess it was like my pro-labor, pro-union brain just turned on, where I'm like, oh, I'm not making enough money to do this.
No, of course not. Yeah.
And then I just walked away. And then I just went to the bathroom. And I remember I went to the bathroom, and there was a dad in there, and he was like, the fuck's going on in there? I was like, no clue.
You're sweating. You're like, dude, I don't
Your
know.
guess is as good as mine, brother.
It's my 12 o'clock nap time.
I got back in there, and there was like 4 bosses like separating a massive fight. And then we just finished the game.
Really? So they
Yes.
picked it back up.
All the other parents were like, we pay for our kids to be here.
That's fair. Yeah.
Do you get to tee like adults up ever? Like,
You get to throw them out, but
Okay.
but then
That's
it's just
awesome.
me, skinny, fat, pale, and orange, being like, you gotta get out of here. They're like, no.
Voice cracking. Yeah. Now, what was both of yours officiating style? Were you very emphatic with your call? Like, were you, going this way? Or Paul, were you getting crazy, like throwing people out? Or calling balls and strikes? Like, were you guys both very animated?
it devolved. The first call was confident. The correction call was like stuttering. And then the third one was like apologetic.
Right. Okay.
It's kind of how Paul has
The
sex.
circle of life. Yeah.
First
Amen,
one's
brother.
stuttering,
Yeah.
the second one's confident,
Yeah.
the third one is like, I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yeah. That's all of us, brother.
Sorry, I did this to your daughter.
Yeah.
Kind of is my style too. Just like I'm nervous, and then like a big black dude and a boxer take her away from me. It's kind of how it usually goes.
I'd love to tee up somebody.
How do you mean?
Like, just give somebody technical foul, like a spectator.
Really?
Or even a player. Like, I would just love to give somebody, like, if they're chirping
Hey.
a little bit. Yeah, just like the zestiest, like just,
Oh yeah.
like, just give somebody, like, just get out of it. I would love that.
I misread that.
Yeah.
The Zesty's technical.
That would really get them going.
Vito, you ever referee or anything?
One time, it was a summer, it was like a weekend tournament at this summer house my grandparents have. I had a referee just one game ever. I had not a referee. Everyone was all over me. I made the wrong calls. There's a jump ball. I got it wrong. Everyone's all over me. I can't do it.
Yeah. It is daunting,
It's high
dude.
stakes.
It's like anxiety as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's high stakes.
Dude, I remember my mouth got dry.
I just couldn't do it. One and done.
Yeah.
Never again. I knew
Yeah.
it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Every league I've been in, I feel like there's a breaking point for every ref at one point, though, because parents are always yelling at them.
The high school refs, I can't
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I play soccer now, and it's just like co-ed, like it's like real. What's that look? What do you?
Listening.
Oh, I thought you were. That was judging, dude, for sure. But like, even the
So what is it?
even the guys like on the squad or like our squad or the other squad, like they'll yell at the refs. I'm like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like they're screaming, and I'm like, dude, it's 10 o'clock on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Like this is not worth it.
That's why my buddy, we played a rec league basketball a couple years ago as adults. And it was brutal because he's like a feisty boy. Zach Comer. Shout out Zach Comer.
Shout out to Zachy Cummies, dude.
And Cumbody would get loose out there, dude. He would get like technical fouls and then have not a single recorded stat. Like, if you want to get a foul, you got to make a layup.
Just a real Tony Snell box score, just in one.
At least Tony
technical.
Snell guarded. I mean,
That's fair. Yeah, he wasn't. Yeah.
Zach would yell at
Shout
the
out to Tony
ref and then
Snell.
like move too fast to yell at the ref and hurt his knee.
Yeah,
Like there
that's
was
fair.
times I'd watch him belting at the ref and like kind of putting his knee
Yeah,
back in place.
that's a weekend warrior if I've ever heard one. dude.
Absolutely.
Just angry Bronny.
Yeah. Just laying it all out there.
Yeah, dude. I mean, so what else? You did Empire and then like.
I heard
Yeah, you're
Empire.
you, dude. You're still you.
That was Matt's Delco Empire.
Empire.
Yeah, this Empire.
1-800-588-23.
That would be a great way to strike kids out. I'm the 1-800-588 Empire.
Today. The only other job I had before my current one was a lifeguard, and that sucked because it was like rich town, entitled parents, and I'm just telling their kids to stop running. I had a lot of run-ins with parents.
Yeah.
Like I never saved anybody once. I just told people to stop running and got yelled at for not kicking kids with diapers out of the pool. Like that was my whole thing. The only time I ever had to call 911 was like we had a new manager, and on his first day, he was doing the chlorine pumps and shot it right in his face.
Oh my
so
God.
that was, I never saved anybody. I slept during swim practice with my sunglasses on, but
Wait, the manager shot a chlorine pump in his face?
yeah, that was his first thing, and I had to call 911, and the 911 operators are dicks. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
have
they
ever...
don't, it feels like they should care more
Yes.
than they do.
Well, I mean, he is reporting like a Three Stooges incident. It's like, oh.
Every time you call them, they act like you're bothering them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Well,
they're
you
like,
are. I mean,
what?
effectively, you are.
I get it, but the other, they're like, what?
Yeah.
You know
No,
what I
understand
mean?
that.
Yeah.
So, what was it like when you called? How do you explain that? I feel like that doesn't make any sense to try to.
I was like, there's an adult here standing under a shower with water shooting in his face. And like they were like, what's your emergency? Do you need firemen? Do you need EMS? And I was like, I guess EMS. And they're like, okay, do we need to hurry? I'm like, I don't think
Do we need to hurry?
Which is a weird question for
Oh my
like,
God, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
They were very lax, and they were mad that I didn't know the address. I was like, just Google Google blah 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 swim club, and
Clip that out.
and they took forever. And then they were kind of like just aggravated the whole time that I was like calling and voice cracking on the phone. They're like,
Yeah.
can I talk to your dad or something?
Yeah, they get annoyed.
The only other time I called, it was like on Route 38, and somebody fully drove into, like, you know how like the medians are just concrete and sometimes they don't have them? Like they ran into one where it started and probably died. So I called 911, and there's no address for just the middle of Route 38.
Yeah, you're like, I'm on
Yeah.
the road.
Yeah, so I like pulled over as quick as I could and called, and they were like, all right, but where on Route 30? I'm like, Pensauken. And they're like, all right, can you be more specific? I'm like, I'm a mile down the road heading west. And they're like, all right, but like we need to know specific. And I was like, never mind, let him die. Fuck him. Like,
Yeah, that's like, at that point. Oh my God, dude.
Also, if they just go that way, like you'll see it.
Yeah,
like you're not
it's-
gonna miss it.
it's not
yeah.
that wide
A
of a
guy
town.
like blew his head off on the
Yeah.
median.
Yeah, I don't really know.
yeah.
What are they looking for? I've noticed that too. Like I've always heard they can triangulate your call anyway. So it feels
Yeah.
like they're just kind of being like, let me see if he knows geography
Yeah.
real quick. It's like,
Yeah.
Come on.
I
focus.
found that out at an early age because when I was in 5th grade, one of my boys prank called 911. Really? When we were at his house, yeah. And he just like hung up and he was like, I just prank called him. It's so funny. And I was like, we were playing like MLB Slugfest. I'm like, yeah, it rules. And then like 10 minutes later, they like knocked on the door.
so they can triangulate it.
And they were like, yo, we like got your location, like, or whatever. Like, this is where the call was coming from. Like, we're just trying to see what's up.
Were they pissed?
Oh my God, dude. I got grounded. That's like the most I've ever been grounded. Because he dimed me out. He said it was me. It wasn't me. But my parents, when you're young, they don't believe.
You took the fall for that?
I pleaded with my parents, but they were like, no. Like, we don't believe you.
Wow.
Yeah, so I served a nice bit of like 2 weeks of being grounded, dude. Yeah.
I was
So
always
they can triangulate, dude.
Yeah, they can definitely do it. I never understood why they need. I think they're actually just building the police report at that point. That's
Oh,
my
okay.
understanding is they're trying to get like an exact location and like they're doing the paperwork early for.
What do they need? Like latitude and longitude? Like what is this?
I don't even know that that's a real job. That's got. They should
Dude,
make
we
it,
love
like,
our first responders. I mean, I'm not gonna,
Well, they're not. They're just literally responding first. They're not first responder. The first responder is the guy getting there. Not first
let's not
responder is
split
the guy
hairs here,
answering first.
Let's not split hairs. Here, you know?
That means you're calling a cop a second responder.
True. All right. Yeah.
It's like, well, I called the lady first, and then you showed up.
But
so.
yeah, whatever. Dude.
At Subway, you were a first responder.
I was. Yeah, I was, and I was on the front lines.
God, I don't know how you could do it. Yeah, I've never done
Well,
it.
I mean, I didn't. You know, I
Out
did.
there, 3 rapper traps at the subway.
Yeah, I tried, but I just didn't have what it took. You know, in every facet of
Somebody's got to let Subway know their food's fucking awful. Have they found that out yet? Has anybody let
It's
them
so
know?
bad, dude.
It's some of the worst. It literally tastes like what people think McDonald's is. Because McDonald's, I hate all the shit that McDonald's gets. McDonald's, I think, is still a
McDee's was
phenomenal
awesome, dude.
product.
Yeah,
It holds up. A
Yeah.
QPC, dude. A QPC with some nugs.
it's a go-to.
Hello, folks.
Yeah.
You go to Subway and you're like, this is rubber. This is for real rubber.
It really tastes like food that they like grew in a lab.
Yes.
Like, you know how they say they do that sometimes, but like
Yeah.
that's actually, I think they're testing it out on like Subways.
Dude, let RFK get in there.
Yeah.
Voice will be normal afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that might set him straight. You know?
That was a delicious Italian herbs and cheese.
Yeah.
Would have been funnier if I didn't mess up speaking. But
That might set him straight.
yeah.
I can't
even
try this.
Well, that's not a bad RFK. dude.
disgusting.
You just want a WD-40 in there.
He might need to grease the.
Just a little.
Grease his poles, dude.
Little
If the
grease
Eagles
up.
win the Super Bowl.
Oh my
Grease his
God, I'll
poles.
grease anybody's pole, dude.
Are you guys going to the city? So this is being recorded. It probably will be released before. Yeah, it'll be released before the Eagles
Super
Super
Bowl?
Bowl. We're in Philadelphia. So are you guys going to go? Like, would you go in the city if they win?
I probably. I don't know, dude. I feel like it's so crazy.
I'm watching like 45 minutes away, but I still might do it.
Yeah, it's kind of worth it.
Am I being a loser here? I think I might be being a loser.
I think it's all talk until you realize that you're hammered. It's 8:30 p.m.
Once I get fired
Games.
up, yeah. I mean, once I'm fired up, like
I think the opposite. Once it's like 8:30 and I'm like drunk, sitting here, and it's like I gotta do public transit now. That's really the big prohibitive factor.
yeah, that's not a good move. Yeah,
having
yeah.
to go.
I'm just nervous because my lady's not a sports fan at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's not. Like I took her to a Phillies game this year, and I asked her. I was like, just trying to keep her on her toes. Like, what's the score? And she's like 7.
Yeah.
Like that's how little she like knows about sports, and she's coming down to watch the Super Bowl. So she's never seen like.
Sports?
Yeah, no, she doesn't even know what football is. Like, she's not. No.
Why are all the bigger, stronger guys than you running at each other? They're not. Just looks big on TV.
But I was like, you're gonna see, like, it's gonna be, you know, what I mean? Like I'm gonna have to sob in front of my
Start to
lady.
like-
Like,
Yeah.
that's not a good look. But
She'll
whatever,
just be
dude.
touching the TV screen like an Amazonian tribe.
She's like, Jalen Hurts is hot, dude. I'm like, all right, can we not?
Yeah, every
Please.
girlfriend says that like it's breaking news, and it's like I want to fuck him
Yeah, it's
more
like
than you.
obviously,
It's
dude.
like-
Yeah, of course he's a beautiful man. They all are.
But you know what it is? The one thing with Jalen Hurts that kind of rubs me the wrong way, he's being a little too sexy.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
like,
there's-
trying
yeah,
to be
fuck
like
that.
mysterious and sexy. Yeah,
Like when we keep it sexy, it's kind of just all
yeah,
not
like
brown.
we're all. Yeah, no, he's like at the Super Bowl press conference, like.
That
It's
earring
like, all right,
dangles
man.
a little too
Yeah, it's like a
much.
little bit too. He's too. Yeah, there's. It's a
Yeah,
little
Ken,
bit.
it's something
yeah.
that girls they can't. Their dog brains can't. No, I am kidding. Girls are obviously smarter than us, but there's something about
We
they
love
get,
women.
Oh, beautiful women.
So beautiful. We love them, folks.
Maybe a little too beautiful. What about these guys? These guys are big.
They're beautiful.
Jalen Hurts. Oh,
Yeah.
Dangly earring.
Yeah. The biggest guys. Yeah. They're the biggest guys we've
Ripping
ever
my
seen.
inseam.
Kamala thought she was in it, seemed, but no dice.
These aren't real denim. They stretch, but they rip at the inseam. Real problem, not even a Trump impression.
Just for real.
Holding this here for a reason.
Just being real.
Yeah. But the thing that I think, like, and I've tried to, like, walk my girlfriend through it, and this is just, I know I'm wrong. I would get, sucked into the same thing with a woman. But, like, you look at, like, somebody like Jalen Hurts, and they just see how he is as he's presenting himself.
Yeah.
But that isn't, like, something that's coming just, like, he's getting out of bed like that. Like, he's waking up, and he's going in, and he's putting in one earring. And he's missing a couple times as he's trying to put it in.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, like, he sees he's got, like, a little bit of shadow, so he's got to do that and do, like, that paper-thin mustache. Like,
Yeah.
when you actually think about all the effort he's putting in, if you were dating him and he woke up before you, put, like, his little hairnet on, went to the bathroom, he's there for 45 minutes, And then he comes back and he tries to fuck you, and it's like, no, prima donna.
Yeah, you're like, this is a problem.
Take off the
Yeah.
Kangol hat.
Yeah.
You can't wear the Kangol hat in bed.
Yeah, there's something called real men, and they're right here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all right
Real
here.
blue-collar
Ladies.
men, yeah.
Unfortunately, we're taken.
Yeah, sorry. Guys who wear gray sweatsuits.
You need an all natural.
And guys who wear Birkenstocks. Nothing wrong with them.
Okay, stop talking about that. Okay. That should be clear as day. I'd like
Now, yeah,
as
we're
a
the
guy,
real
we're
men in
attracted.
this situation.
Yeah, we're attracted to like real ladies, like Nancy Pelosi, like ladies like that. Ladies who play the stock market.
Huge cans. Sorry. Huge cans. The biggest we've ever seen.
Dude, they started talking about the there's like
Cradle.
she's
I was in a
kneeling
doctor's office lobby recently, and that's my bad.
Quit bracket.
Yeah, dude, what do you have, healthcare?
I was stealing pens.
That's right.
Didn't have an appointment, just kind of checking out the scene.
Yeah, we just want to see what's going on here.
Need pregnancy magazines.
That'd be a great thing of just like going in a doctor's office,
See what's up.
totally fine, and be like, "Whoa, you guys are sick. You guys must not feel good at all."
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a big thing with me, where like I went up to my pediatrician until I was like 21
Same,
years old.
dude.
Yeah.
I might even be later than that. Yeah.
When?
I don't know, but it's definitely like around there. Maybe later. Maybe 23, 24.
When you would go, did you bring parents with you, or did you go solo?
I did parents with me. Like, it's not gonna make you look cool. There's still a play castle. You're not gonna look cooler without your parents.
Yeah.
When I outgrew the teen room that had guitars painted on the walls, I was like, all right, time to wait until my mom gets me an adult.
There is a point where, like, I remember I was there when I was like 19. I was sitting, and I was like, fucking Monsters Inc. again. Can we get like some kind of variety? And it like clicked in my head. I was like, you gotta stop.
Yeah, that's when it's time to.
But then it's like, and that is like the young adult thing where it's just like, oh my God, you still go to your pediatrician? And it's like, I have no background of how to address a situation.
No.
Or I don't know how to call a regular doctor and be like, I got to start going to you. And they're like, all right, what is your medical record? And it's like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Yeah, the jungle gym's cool. I'll just stay.
Yeah, like like, what do you just pick one?
I
Like a
still
new
have-
doctor, like, do you just pick one? Like, how do you choose?
I have an adult doctor now, and I have no idea how I got them.
Yeah, me neither. I literally don't know.
Yeah.
I was just like when I was medicating my mom, so you gotta get a doctor. It's been like 2 years.
Yeah,
I don't-
you don't,
I'll
dude, you don't
just-
need
I
it.
enrolled in a doctor in 2
Yeah,
years.
you don't need it, dude.
That's why like women give guys shit about not going to the doctors. It's like, I can't fucking find them. I don't know where they're at.
Did you ever hit the weird age where, like, my doctor, he had moves and, like, bits where it was like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
he looks in your ear, he's like, oh, little potato monsters in there, and it's like,
oh, don't tell your mom.
yeah.
That took me a second, but I was like, oh, that's all right. I know what Matt's. Yeah.
Classic bits.
Yeah, I know what he's up to.
Goofs and gags. Emphasis
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
the
but I know what
gags.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, once you hit, like, 12 or 13, it's like, I know the bits, but we can talk shop and we can write new ones or whatever.
Yeah, we can go over your stuff.
guy stuff.
Punch
yeah.
it up. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a doctor who used to go on like through the halls on roller skates. Like he was like a cool guy.
I want to switch back.
Yeah, cool guy. Yeah, single earring. You know.
It was Jalen
Yeah.
Hurts.
Soul. Yeah, he was actually doing it. Yeah, soul patch.
Jalen Skirt.
Yeah. Yeah, just maximum cool.
Wow, for real would be on roller
Swear to
skates?
God, yeah. What? That's a crazy lie.
I know. I'm
Just
trying to dissect
I'm
it.
like, I want him to think I'm cool. You know, my doctor used to fucking roller skate around.
He bladed.
Yeah.
What a panic! Yeah, I mean, was it like an inline skate or was it like the 2x2?
No, like actually, I don't know. I don't know which is worse, like the 2x2 or the straight, just like streamline inline.
I guess if you're in a pediatrician, the inline, because then you're trying to be cool, and that's like, why are you trying to be cool?
I disagree. Inline's full function. Like your speed, like you're not,
like
you're
knee
not.
pads.
Yeah, like you're not wasting any time. Like the 2 and 2, like you're slower.
Yeah.
That's more for
That you have
show.
ice cream.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're working at like a 50s style like drive-in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had a
But
buddy
like
who
the
used to work
inlines,
there.
like you don't have time to waste.
Yeah.
My friend went viral working there because he fell and spilled shit on himself.
Wait, have we seen this? Is this a popular thing?
It was like years ago, like back in high school, he worked at like a Sonic or whatever one they do the inline
Yeah.
skating at, and he fell and like ate it and had the shit spill on him, and it was
I feel like I've seen. I mean, there's probably a couple videos.
Oh my
of
God,
that. I
yeah.
feel like we had to have probably seen that.
kind of chunky, curly haired white dude with.
We're gonna look that up. I might.
Did
send
he
it
have
to
like
the
a whole
beats here.
tray?
He had the whole tray.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be so pissed.
I would be so mad at the guy.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I feel bad to say it, but if I saw him drop my food in front of me, I'd be like,
legally you're allowed to spit on them.
You have to, I think you actually have to.
I'd run him over with my car, dude. I'd be irate.
It'd be a mercy killing. We had to put him down.
Yeah, we had to put our best skater down.
Dude, if a guy at Sonic drops your food and you did like a 2009 ISIS beheading video
With the music and everything.
he's got the Sonic bag over his head.
There's a secret menu item that lets people know, like, yeah, I'd like a jihadi long john.
Yeah, that's a secret.
That's
Jihadi gives
awesome, dude. That's so good.
Oh man, yeah, we used to have Weber's was a big like thing.
Yeah,
in
or like
Jersey.
Stewart's or whatever. Yeah,
Stewart's,
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah, going in there, my mom would take us there after school every day.
it's a real treat.
It was a beautiful treat. Getting a nice little root beer float, little ice cream float.
Unbelievable.
Hello. And all the dude, growing up, go-to hottest waitresses when you're like 9, 10 years old, Friendlies.
I was literally just about to say that.
You walk into a Friendlies and you're like,
Unbelievable,
I
dude.
literally cannot. I remember I would like go into a Friendlies at 9 years old. And like the lady would bring the menus over, and I would have to like sit back and take a second.
Dude,
and be like,
I'd be vibrating.
cannot.
I'd be literally vibrating.
Dude, I know.
Like, in my seat.
I couldn't believe what was happening.
Yeah.
Like I would look around and it would just I didn't have the bandwidth at that age
No.
to compute what I mean, lady, sexy, older, and they're probably like 19,
Maybe.
and
Yeah.
they're like the polos, and you're like, I cannot.
Oh
fathom
my
this.
God, nice polo. Yeah,
And
I
this-
would be. Yeah, it just unbelievably.
It doesn't
cool.
matter that they took 30 minutes to make a hot dog and mac and cheese. I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
enjoying my time.
Yeah, but they cut it up for you. They
Yeah,
cut
that's
the
true.
wiener up.
They're
and
just
they
back
throw it
from
in
a
there.
cig break. They're like, "How you doing?"
Yeah.
hon?" Yeah. How you doing, hon? Yeah. They're 19.
Full diner voice by
Yeah.
19.
Hey, baby, how you doing, hon?
My dad's like, "How's college?" They're like, "I'm so clearly not in college."
Yeah. No, that's about as hot as it gets.
Yeah, that was the go-to. Man.
Yeah.
That one, like,
Eating
Friendlies.
a cone head through a trach.
Shout out to all our queens.
Yeah, I hope they're still good. I went to a Friendlies actually. Me and the lady went there about a month ago because we were having. I mean, I guess she doesn't know the deep-seated reasoning that I had behind it, but I was like, I've been to Friendlies since I was a kid. We should go. We actually recorded an episode here and then immediately went to a Friendlies. Still holds up. Dude.
I was just gonna ask. Yeah.
Still friendly as hell. Yeah.
What was your go-to?
Got patty melt.
Can we go?
Yeah, let's go right now, dude. Yeah.
You didn't actually go. Let's just go. Let's try it.
Actually, yeah, we should just go.
Yeah. No, I got the patty melt, dude. And then like it's just. I mean, I hate to say it. Like I went to the same one I went to as a kid, and it's pretty depressing in there. Pretty
Oh,
upsetting.
it's so sad.
It's barren and empty. I went
Yeah.
there on Martin Luther King Day. That felt wrong for some reason. It was a weird circumstance. I went in there and I was wearing a dashiki and I was like, sorry about all
Doing the I
this.
have a dream speech at Friendly's. Someday. No,
Have an
that's
ice
bad.
cream.
Yeah. Let's go.
The chocolate kids and vanilla kids will one day meet on a Sunday.
That people's is I had a cream
strawberry,
speech.
Nah, Friendly's is awesome, dude. Shout out to
Oh,
Friendly's.
good. I'm glad that's on the internet for me forever. Yeah, man. I just any other like early jobs or anything?
I mean, I was a trash man.
You were a trash.
I
Oh
was
yes,
a-
we did.
Yeah, I was a trash man for like 3 summers,
You could
right out of high school.
What was that like?
Nightmare, dude.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I mean, I worked with like grown men, like
Yeah,
men, like dudes who are like jacked but like also fat,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just real like like just men's men, and they thought I was a loser, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I was 19. I'm like 5'5", like 130 pounds. They're like, this guy's such a. And I was going to college at the time, so they obviously were like, "What are you, a pussy? Like you're going to college? Like,
Yeah.
What do you want to do?" And they would just make fun of me every day for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nightmare, dude.
Any like any specific things of like they came after you or anything?
Nah, nobody would. They would like do like pranks. Like they would do like fucked up pranks and stuff. Like spray me with like hoses and stuff. That sounds erotic, but it was not erotic. They were nasty.
Hot as hell,
I
obviously.
would have fucked them, but no, they were not into it. Yeah, no,
Like
they were
slow-mo
just like
sudsy too.
yeah, it was all wheeled up. Yeah, no, but yeah, it was crazy. So I used to like I would do trash. They call it throw trash in the industry. That's what they call it.
Okay.
So I would throw trash. I was also on the grass truck.
Yo, yeah.
So like if you have your lawn clippings and you put them out, we drive around in the truck, which that sucks, dude. 'cause-
Yeah, I mean, I've always wondered why is a trash can full of grass the heaviest thing that's ever existed?
dude. So like, it would be like that, and then they would put it out. Like say trash day was Wednesday, they'd put it out like the Thursday before,
Yeah.
and then it would rain. So
Oh,
it
and
would
it
be
dams
like
up,
a
soaks it
full
all.
thing of like rotting
Yeah.
wet grass, and you just have to like put it in. You get like the juice on you.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, it was a nightmare, dude.
That was always the worst. I remember, like, as a kid, I would take trash cans down that had to lick the grass in it. And, like, people would always talk about, like, there's no way they built the pyramids, the stones were too heavy. And it's like, dude, we've been moving trash cans full of grass for years.
Dude, it was
There's
crazy.
nothing heavier than that.
Real Israelites.
Yeah, true. I was a real Israelite. Yeah, actually, yeah.
I'll see you guys yelling on the SEPTA.
Yes, that was a crazy job. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I worked at a deli. I worked at the Acme Deli for like 6 months.
But that was more acceptable than Subway.
Yeah, so I graduated from Subway. That was like my next job after Subway. I graduated and I was very bad at that.
Why'd you have all the? Why were you so deep in meats?
I was just trying to pause, bro. I was just trying to
No, Paul.
just trying to I was just trying to figure out something, dude.
Yeah,
I was just trying to
Charlemagne
get
the
a
God
paycheck.
in this.
Yeah, and then I worked there for like 6 months, and then I went to quit because I was going to go be a trash man. Lateral move. But when I told my manager I was quitting, she literally hit me with, she's like, yeah, some people just don't have what it takes to work in the she was just like, yes, it's not cut out for everybody. Like, some people just don't have it.
She big
Really?
leagued you.
To slice lunch meat and like make shrimp salad.
Now,
She
I'm
was like,
fascinated
"You
about
can't."
this. The Acme Deli ladies seem like some of the most intimidating women on the
Oh
planet.
my God, they hated me.
Really?
Yeah, every job I've had, everybody goes, you sucked it.
But what about the Acme Deli ladies? Like, did you have any, like, what were the run-ins like? They were just giving you shit?
It was real cliquey, obviously. So you have like all the older, the old guard.
Betty and Dolly back
Literally,
there.
I think one lady I worked with was like Betty.
100%.
Yeah. And they just did not, like, they were like, you're an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
They made me do, the worst job was like, the rotisserie chickens?
Yeah.
You gotta like put them on like a spike.
Okay.
So I would like take like the frozen like raw chickens like out of the box and then
Yeah.
like,
Ram them.
like put them through this like spike.
Throat to scrote.
Yeah, literally. And then just
Do
like,
chickens have scrotes?
probably. I mean, I think so, yeah. And then like, just like put them up there. Yeah, so they would make me do all like the bad shit and they'd be like, you're so stupid. Like, you don't know
Yeah,
how
they
to
were
do
mean,
anything.
right?
Yeah, they were so mean to me, dude.
And they all had, like, the Delco accents that are, like, really...
Smoking cigs every 10 minutes, like a
Yeah.
revolving door of like cigs. Like, I'm going out for a
Yeah.
couple.
That's what oregano is.
Yeah. I'm gonna go steal a
ashes.
smoke. Yeah. I'm gonna go steal a smoke real quick. I'll be back on. Like, just
Yeah.
Constantly called me hun, but hated me at the same time. So
That's the most hurtful.
what's up? Are we will we or won't we here? Like, what's going on? Like, yeah.
That's
like,
a
what's
great
going
point.
on?
Yeah, the Delco Hun is the equivalent of, like, the Southern Bless Your Heart.
Yeah, right. Like
Yeah.
very condescending.
Yeah.
Like, oh, hon, you don't know nothing.
Okay.
It's like, all right, yeah.
I'll
You don't know
take it.
nothing about nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, there's
like,
there's
all
something
right.
maybe sexy about it, a
It's-
little bit.
I'd say enchanting, if you will. Yeah.
I just noticed, like, when I go to order, I mean, personally, I'm just too nervous to order at a deli counter at an Acme. I mean, that's just the type of guy I am.
I
I
mean-
get craft singles for that very reason.
I do the same thing. I won't go up and
You guys
ask.
gotta grow up. dude.
Because if I go up, to me, if I go up and I ask, if I ask an adult, can I have a pound of cheese? I feel like such a fucking, I don't even know what a pound of cheese looks like.
Look, as somebody who served, you guys gotta, I'm just, every job I've ever had, it served. Yeah, great service.
I mean,
you
to
gotta
me,
do it, dude.
but I don't know what, I have no idea what to ask for. Like, if I was like, can I do like a half pound of turkey? To me, I'm like, that'll fill my fridge. I have
Slice
no idea
thin,
what it
dude.
is.
Half pound of turkey, slice thin.
Nah,
And
but
then
then
they show you.
well, they do this thing where I've noticed, like, sometimes I go grocery shopping without my girlfriend, and I fucking bungle it every time pretty bad.
Oh my God.
Where I'm like, they notice. They can tell that you're ordering the wrong amount. So I'll go up and I'm like, can I get like a half pound of turkey? And they're like, half pound? And I'm like, well, don't say it back to me, because now I'm like,
Yeah.
of course not.
Call her hun.
But like wrong amount, it's all subjective, dude.
That's
Look,
still.
I'm saying they shouldn't yuck your yum. Is what I'm saying. You know what
I
I mean?
agree.
Like they should not.
I
They
try
do
to
that
tell
when
them.
they touch it.
Yeah.
I try to do that. Well, I've started this. This is another thing. I've started like a new bad habit to like quell my anxiety. Where sometimes if it's, I do it like comedy shows where I don't know what to do. I will get nervous if I don't have like words to fill a conversation, and I start like shadow boxing,
That's kind of sick.
and it's
actually.
like getting bad.
Shadowboxing at the deli.
I'm
counter.
freaking people out. Like it'll be after shows and people talk to me, and I'm like, yeah.
Do you have like phrases you ever say that started out like a joke that you are just fully part of your lexicon now?
Yeah, I can't think of one offhand.
It's
Do you have
every-
anything?
I have farewell, which is a tough one. Started off with like farewell, and then it just became all right, farewell, and I'm like, oh, this is the first date shit.
Oh no.
If somebody hit me with farewell, I would appreciate that. I think. That'd be
I don't
like
like
a nice. I'd be like, that guy's
British.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd be like, that's an interesting guy.
Yeah, but it sounds like you're separating the words too much where you're actually saying what it means. I don't like
Farewell.
that. I hope you fare well after this.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Godspeed.
Yeah. Good tidings to you.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's like a nice the Trump thing, the voice is like a thing that I was just kind of messing around with, but now it's creeping into my day to day.
Yeah.
It's really become an epidemic.
Does a lady like it, hate it?
Can't stand it.
Sure.
Because I mean, she's around me constantly. I'm always, we're driving. Oh yeah, we love Wendy's. Should we go? Frosty, we love. Yeah, it's just yeah. Frosty. Yeah.
I'll check the back of the house. Don't know who's working in the kitchen.
Yeah, knock at the door. Yeah.
I would love if I can make a request. You guys are both two talented guys. Could I see you do Joe Biden, you do Trump, and you guys talk about the ladies at Acme, and that you both tried to order? I'll give you the scene. You both tried to order something, and they asked you, "Are you sure you want that much?"
Yeah.
And then you say, "Yes, I want that much," and then they go back and they realize they don't have any of it. So it's you kind of giving them shit, being like, "They're trying to question me, then I'm gonna have it."
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Ready? Paul, you ready?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? These women at Acme, half a pound of turkey. They go, "Are you sure?" I go, "Of course I'm sure. We love smoked turkey."
Yeah. He should have brought Gab.
Folks, we love get half a pound of smoked turkey. That's enough for me. Turkey sandwich, mayo. We love mayo, folks, don't we? Yeah.
Do we do names on the pod? My bad.
Oh, Dachshund, yeah. No, shout out to God. Yeah.
I'll be Kamala Harris.
No, just as
You better thank it, onion worker. You better thank it, onion worker.
I thought you were Jamaican.
You're making me crazy? Yeah.
She kind of gives like a supermarket employee like energy.
Gabe, I don't know where she is anymore. I don't know where she's
True,
been,
actually,
dude.
yeah. What's she up to?
I don't know what happens when you run for
queen.
president and you lose. It's like you can't be on the earth anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody that's lost the presidency, they are gone. Well, not everybody. Sometimes they run again and become president.
I haven't seen Sleepy Joe either.
Signed with a talent agency.
To do what?
Really?
CAA.
You gonna do stand-up tour or?
Like acting and stuff. Did you see this? Joe Biden signed with a talent agency.
Oh, CAA. Right?
CAA. He signed with CAA.
What's he gonna be in a movie? Come on. Is that gonna be his line? Yeah. What the,
Toyotathon?
yeah. Come on, you're the president. Yeah. Come on, Jack. Come on, you're the president. You're the president, man. Come on.
I just signed with the car.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, he might be doing like
Anything for a check, dude. You know.
OnlyFans. Come on, got my old balls hanging out.
Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Hey, come on. Yeah.
I'll take you to the White House.
These things are dangling. Come on.
I have a gun. There's nothing funny about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, our president's signing with that. I mean, that's how you know everything's done. Everything's kind of
Oh yeah,
over.
we're cooked.
And it puts you kind of at ease to some extent, where you realize like it's all over, it's all done. There's no more like worrying about like what happens next.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, it's fine.
It's
You
like
go,
it's
whatever.
like there's no. It's like when a TV show gets canceled on season 8 and they were signed on for 10 seasons, so they never do a series finale. So it's just the last episode of the 8th season that was supposed to be like a sequitur to the 9th season.
And Joe Gatto's getting divorced.
Joe Gatto's getting divorced. Yeah, that's actually a good point. That's the equivalent of where we're at as a country.
Yeah,
That
for
Joe
sure.
Gatto just left because his wife's pissed.
Yeah.
She pranked him.
She got pretty.
Yeah. Speaking of wives, what do you think Dr. Jill's going to be up to?
That's
She might. Should she throw her hat in the ring?
Yeah.
to run for office.
Yeah, why not, dude?
I guess
Or
it's
you
not.
think she's not? She should run. Have Sleepy be her running mate, win, and then resign. So then Sleepy becomes president again.
When you call him Sleepy, he just sounds like a gangbanger.
It's my boy Sleepy. He's throwing up gang signs.
Yeah, that is unintentionally the most adorable name that you could give to like make. Fun of
It's not.
somebody ever.
It's like both insulting and endearing.
Yeah, because when somebody says sleepy, I picture like he gets out of bed in the morning and he comes downstairs in like his like Pikachu pajamas, and then Trump's like making breakfast, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you sleep okay?" And he's
Yeah.
like, "That's pretty good."
I made an omelet. Yeah.
I'm making it up.
Omelet. Yeah.
Kamelet.
Yeah.
There he is.
Turkey bacon.
Does that make up for nom nom nom?
No, that's still making me upset.
Still in the hole.
No, that'd be nice. That would be a hilarious thing.
To have, I think that would be like a pretty nice.
Yeah, I would like that.
But what? Like, talking about jobs, I mean, like, what an insane job. That
be
is a
president?
job. That's how insane that the country
it's
is that
crazy.
being president is a job.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like you clock in, you clock out.
It's like Subway.
I
Same
can't
thing
have-
as Subway.
It's the same exact thing.
Same thing.
They should have somebody like 4 hours in.
I got impeached from Subway. Not a big deal, dude. It happens. I'm a
You got
patriot.
impeached cobbler, dude.
I'm a patriot, dude. Sorry.
There
Super liberals.
was a president who I can't think of his name, but he was basically president for 4 hours.
The guy who
Like died.
Sorry, not to cut you off. He died, right? He
Yeah.
did his inauguration speech like without a coat.
He tried to go big dog.
Hardo move of like, I don't need it. And
He
then
for
got
real,
pneumonia and died.
Assassinated by the sniffles makes America look weak.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, that'd have been a tough one. I
Who
think it
was
like
that?
His last
William
words
something.
William Henry Harrison?
might
Maybe.
be.
I think that is it. Yeah.
Maybe.
But I
Check
mean,
me on that.
Dude, he like rode a horse in like
the bitchiest
11. Who's the closest to a girl president we've ever had? But like, I think he fucking rode a horse in 11-degree weather from Delaware to DC. And then he was going to the inauguration. It was like raining out. It was freezing cold. And he was like, if I'm going to be president, I got to be a big dog. I'm not going to wear a coat.
That's the most 1800s thing I've
Yeah.
ever heard in my
And
life.
then just died.
His famous last words were, "Achoo!"
They used to like, if you were sick, they would just like pour all the blood out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was like their best way to be like, you're gonna be better now.
These bugs are gonna suck you.
Yeah, they would just like get rid of your blood.
Yeah, that's the thing they talk about like now, like the schmack-schmeen is like the most dangerous, medical thing that can happen, blah, blah. If you were like sick in the 1200s, they would be like, they would take you to like a doctor, and the doctor was just like the only guy in the village who could read a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he would like look at your symptoms. You had like a mild cold, and he was like, yeah, it's demons. You got demons real bad.
You're possessed, yeah.
And they're like, what's the solution? He's like, gonna have to set you on fire in front of
Yeah,
the entire
literally,
village,
yeah.
unfortunately. Yeah. He's like, well, what about my family? He's like, gonna have to set them on fire too.
Yeah, whole house,
The demons
yeah.
spread, it's contagious.
Yeah, everybody's always like, the world we live in is like so crazy. Like, this is like such a scary time, and it's like, you used to die from like a sore throat.
Yeah.
Like, it's not as bad as like.
Yeah, but true, if you go back in the day, they'd probably like, if they found out that the people from like Romania who were terrified of like vampires, if they came modern day and they found out that like technically a bat shut the entire planet down, they'd be like,
"Didn't we tell you?"
Fucking told you,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
I
didn't we
literally
tell
told you that.
Can you imagine having a sore throat and the whole village says you have a throat demon?
That's an OnlyFans account.
Paul's, yeah. Paul the Throat Demon Carson. That's what they call him.
He's got fangs. Toothy, but he's a throat demon.
I think OnlyFans is on the way out.
Really?
I actually think,
No
and this
way.
is just I think this is how like culture moves. I think like porn became huge because it was harder to get access to, and I do think like the generation coming up will be so inundated and so in your face with just like sexual stuff that they'll just be like, I'm kind of over it.
Oh, like eventually it'll swing the other way.
I just think it's like anything that becomes cool, it's cool because it's in lower demand to a certain point, and then when they realize that that's kind of like the off the beaten path thing. Like I truly do think like
I could see that. Okay.
having sex, I think will in like 30 years gonna be like, okay.
Yeah, having sex, it doesn't even care if you're good. It doesn't even matter if you're good at it.
I
You're
think
like,
so.
women don't even care about that. Like if you're
Like,
good at it.
it's like cigarette commercials, like those modern cigarette commercials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Subscribe to my DeVry online course. Teach macroeconomics.
We are kind of fucked, I think.
Oh, we're so over. We're so cooked. It's
Nobody's
crazy.
going to college anymore. People are going
Yeah.
to stop having sex.
Yeah.
Weed's going to become like replacing alcohol.
Yeah.
We're done for.
Weed'll never replace alcohol, dude.
Yeah, for some
It's
folks
so
it does.
good. Booze is so nice.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
Yeah,
but
it's number one.
some folks do not agree.
Yeah, well,
It's a sin.
that's
That
true.
is
Yeah,
sad,
that is
yeah.
true. That is very true.
Yeah, you got to bring back the classic DUI.
What's the classic DUI?
Like you got me. It's like, get home, get out of here.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Quit freaking around, you.
That they arrested me.
Okay.
So maybe they'll let you go if I just tell them what's up.
If you're honest, yeah. You're like, if I'm
They
honest,
still
yeah.
make me do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm DUI right now. I'm drunk, and they're like, yeah, you gotta still walk. You gotta do the test and everything. I'm like, I just told you I'm DUI. Yeah, you gotta,
DUI.
Why did you make it a verb?
Using it as a verb is awesome.
What?
Like you told them. It's funny that you were saying I'm DUIing. Like that's a funny way to put
He's
it.
like, yeah, but you still gotta come out and do the test. Like, okay.
That's like,
And I'm gonna and then do it. Like, all right, yeah, like hand on your back. I'm like, Thanks.
Yeah, we could have gotten rid of
I could just walk to the back of your car.
Yeah, we could have skipped this. Yeah.
Wow.
Open the door myself. I would have got in myself. I was
That's like an embarrassment ritual. I don't like that. Like they embarrassed
fucked
you.
up, dude.
Yeah, it's
I only remember a little bit because the lights came on. I was out of it.
Oh, that like snapped you back a little bit.
Blew a .223.
Pretty
In
sweet.
Westchester. Shout out the Golden Rams.
That's impressive, honestly. 223s.
I didn't hit nothing. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah, you were good. Yeah, you probably would have gotten home.
I would have gotten home, but the only problem was I was going on a one-way. That's why I got stopped.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
cops
yeah.
down Westchester one-way streets.
You were going the opposite way down a one-way?
Yeah, the cop said I gave you a chance to turn off for a while, and you never did, so I had to pull you over.
At least he gave you a chance.
You've been driving okay.
Right, yeah.
Driving on the wrong road.
Yeah.
Officer, in my defense, I was backing up the whole time. It's legal that way.
Damn, dude. That's tough.
You guys go
No, that's
Yeah,
funny.
no, that's a great, damn.
That sucks.
I feel like they should have just let you be like, all right, you're admitting it, like we'll skip this whole thing with throwing in the back of the car. To make you go through that's embarrassing, dude.
Yeah, give me a bike to get home.
Yeah,
that
why
should
not,
be
dude?
the step down.
Yeah.
Like,
That should be your first one.
First one to
You
get a
know,
bike.
all right, no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
second one's a unicycle.
Yeah. Second one, yeah, you gotta mow Joe at home, Third one, maybe you get arrested.
Wheelchair.
Yeah. Third
Your arm's
one,
gonna be exhausted.
Maybe you get arrested.
Maybe
not.
you get arrested. Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Yeah.
I can live
maybe
with
not.
that.
Yeah.
I deserve mine.
That's awesome, dude. Damn. Yeah, I've never been stricken with one. Thank God.
No, I've gotten pulled over several times, but I put my foot in my mouth immediately. Like I'm the same way. I'm too honest. Where I
Yeah.
got pulled over when I was in college. No, please.
No,
These are all
this is very
excellent
interesting.
additions.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get recorded, that's the only thing.
This is
Oh,
all
okay.
very interesting, dude.
We'll lump up the sound for it because that was very funny. But I got pulled over when I was in college, and the guy pulled me over. I was leaving the gym, and I don't know why I didn't include that. It sounds like I'm bragging.
Drunk or no?
Shit. No, so I wish you. Trying to get the pussy.
Yeah, let's go.
But
At the YMCA.
no.
Sorry.
I was leaving and I was on my phone as I'm driving around. It's the same thing. It's all one ways. It's all non-busy streets, and a cop gets behind me and he makes it's the worst when they make that first turn with you. It's like, oh god damn it, maybe not.
Yeah.
Then you make a random left and they make that second left with
You're
you,
cuffed.
and it's like, fuck, I have to floor it. I have to floor it.
Yeah. It's now or never.
Actually, you know what? So I'll get rid of this story. I'll tell you. All right. So I've tried to do it as a bit. I was on a date with a girl. This was during college, and we were on an elevated kind of thing, looking out over a whatever, a city. It wasn't quite a city. It was Glassboro, New Jersey.
City,
It was on the second floor or
My
something.
hometown, dude. Go Bulldogs.
And I was.
Calling Glassboro City is awesome.
I just didn't know how to phrase what I was looking at because I was on the second floor of something on the top. The
big
skyscraper.
Okay. I will give you guys a knuckle sandwich until you die. Okay.
I'm just giving you golf, dude.
So we're looking out, and she was she said something along the lines of is it crazy that when I'm on an elevated thing, I'm always oh my god, what if I jumped? And then I'm I kind of relate to that. I know what you're saying. She was yeah, I'm just I don't want to do it, but I'm oh, I'm here. You get that weird energy. And I told her that sometimes when I see a cop, I'm I wonder if I can get his gun. And she was what? And I was we're both,
Just for we're
she
just
was
both.
no, I've never even a little bit thought about that before.
That's crazy.
It's all intrusive thoughts.
That's all it is.
Yours are
Right,
just cooler.
she's classifying your intrusive thought.
And she acted weird, and I did think about the idea, when we walked home, we stopped at a 7-Eleven and just grabbed pizza, but I kept thinking about if a cop walked in, and she was don't do it.
You just make a move, real quick.
Don't do it.
Then she's next to the counter and you're looking at her
Yeah. You're should I do it? He's right there. Should I do it? Yeah. No, that's not nice of her, dude.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
You guys both kind of look like cops.
All right, dude. Are you serious?
I'm wearing a wire.
You have a literal mustache, dude.
What are you talking about?
You literally have a mustache. That's cop behavior.
Nah, I'm regular. Close.
Dude, I look like the antithesis of a cop, dude. Exact opposite of a cop. I'm
I
in a
won't,
sweatsuit.
and I have an answer, and I won't say it.
That's fair, dude. That's fair. I'm going to blow me up on the pod, dude.
I'm a cop.
You'd be a nice cop, Paul. I think you would let people go.
I'd give people beer.
Yeah. You'd be oh, it's first time. You'd be don't worry about it.
Driving sober?
Yeah, you'd be just be careful next time. Yeah.
All right, great. I
pussy.
107. Yeah, we get very. Yeah, I couldn't.
Blow into this.
There's been a cop kissing people.
You know how fast you were driving? You know how cute you look actually right now?
Breaking news: Jimmy Butler is a Golden State Warrior.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
No
Yeah, it's up on the screen. Like,
Whoa.
he was traded just this moment.
God damn, they said they were trying to go after
Jimmy
him.
Buckets, dude. I thought they were gonna get
Golden State
KD.
Warriors.
Jimmy
Wow.
Butler, another candidate for a guy trying to act too sexy.
Dude.
Because he tries to act very much like, I'm just kind of like the bad boy. I just
Dude.
kinda like tell it how it is.
I battle with my friends all the time. I honestly am. I'd say I'm very anti Jimmy Buckets, dude.
How so?
I can't stand him.
Because he's black or?
All right, I mean, come on, let's take it easy. Every team he's ever gone to, he's completely blown up and destroyed.
Yeah.
He had one good run in the playoffs in the bubble, and then one more.
Yeah.
And then the regular season, he phones it in, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, he's a killer." He's never won a championship,
Yeah.
but there's this narrative around him that's like he's some like killer. I can't stand him, dude.
He does behave like a sexy Latino woman. Where they kind of like, they just go to different places. Hear me out. They go to different places, different guys, and then like when they don't get their way, they're like, I need to get the fuck
Yeah.
out of here, and it's actually your fault.
He's in the huddle like, "Nah, you're full of shit. You're not gonna run this play for me." Now, yeah, I'm very anti Jimmy Butler, and I wonder how it's gonna work because Steph's the head honcho there.
Yeah, that's
They
crazy.
traded Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a first-round pick.
Yeah, that's a steal. That's actually pretty crazy.
Steal for who?
The Warriors.
They traded 3 and a pick for Jimmy Buckets.
Andrew Wiggins is pretty solid. Dennis Schroeder is pretty solid. Kyle Anderson's been a pretty solid player.
Yeah, and a pick.
First-round pick.
3 roll.
And a first.
And a first-round pick.
The live reaction to Jimmy Buckets, dude.
Dude, yeah. I don't know, because Steph's and Draymond might give him a knuckle
Jimmy Butler
sandwich.
is
Soon.
35 years old.
Yeah, and he wants an extension too. He wants an extension too.
Yeah, these guys are old men, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it.
He deserves an extension.
No.
That's why he got rid of him.
Yeah, Draymond might give him a knuckle sandwich. I could see that.
That's the only. By the way, speaking of, the fact that sports is one of the few professions where you can hit other people, and it's like, God, he really cares about this. It is unbelievable. Like if you're playing on the park and you get in a fight, okay, that's just like it doesn't really count. It's you're fucking around. But the fact that somebody's like doing their job and they're like, oh, the guy on the other job, I want to punch him in the fucking face, and you do it, and it's like, he just wants it more than him, I guess.
Don't worry.
You guys,
Hostile takeover. We're trading that guy. He should never have gotten punched by you.
yeah, like if you guys are in the office and Paul gives you a knuckle sandwich, like that's way out of line.
Apparently, my boss just has to like hold me back. Like my other coworkers have to come up and grab me, and hold me back.
right.
and we
You have
run
to go to
around.
Washington.
Yeah, we got to ship you down there, dude.
Yeah, I think that needs to get reined in. I like the passion of sports.
Of course.
But I think if we're gonna do that for every job, let's do it for every job, or let's not do it for any.
Yeah, all or none. I like that actually.
Yeah.
I'll throw a haymaker in the office.
Yeah.
Why not, dude?
Yeah, but then like it goes even further, and I hate to keep bringing it back to Jalen Hurts, eventual Super Bowl champion.
Our beautiful angel.
If I worked with a guy who talked like Jalen Hurts and wore an earring, I'd be like, I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah.
If you look at the guy sitting next to you in your cubicle, and you're like midway through an Excel sheet, it's 9 a.m., you had like your second coffee at this point, and he's like, yo, this Excel sheet's kind of tough, right?
And he's just 1.5 sticks of chapstick stick dip deep.
Yeah, he said.
Would have been funny if I said it right again.
No, it's great.
But what if that man could squat 600 pounds?
I think I accidentally said dick deep. 1.5 chapstick dick deep.
I can't get past the dig deep.
Deep dick pizza.
For an hour and 3 minutes to like,
Okay.
All right, I was actually just about.
maybe like another 5 wrap up.
Okay.
Oh, so good.
Okay, so back to his dick.
Sure, yeah, of course.
True. Back to Jalen Hurts' penis.
I mean,
But what would you have hesitation if that man could squat 600 pounds?
no. I'd be like, what are you doing?
Really, you would just go.
I don't like dudes who lift heavy. Like, put it down.
Right, dude.
Go sit down.
Beta. No, I'm just kidding.
You beta, shut up. I have no respect. If you lift heavy,
I mean, I
it's
feel like that's crazy.
huh?
I feel like that's crazy
No, I think it's totally right.
to just blatantly disrespect.
Disrespect. I didn't say disrespect. I just said it's fucking stupid.
You said you have no respect for them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're in the Iron Paradise. They're playing in the bag. Dude,
They wake up at 5 a.m. and then shoot Jumanji.
yeah.
We gotta respect it.
They take a picture of their watch at 5 a.m. and they're like, this is how early
That's
I'm
a good point, actually. The only reason I would start to lift heavy is so I could fight The Rock. I'm making a public proclamation right now. I will start lifting heavy so I can fight The Rock.
Have you guys ever seen Mark Wahlberg on Instagram?
Yes.
Oh.
It's painful.
It's so bad.
Like him stay prayed up. He's like selling his like adult, like middle-aged man clothing
Yes.
brand.
Yeah.
And then he like films himself praying and then lifting with gloves at like 2 a.m. and
Yes. Yeah.
I just gotta get up, gotta get after it. Gotta hit the gym.
Also, like for Mark Wahlberg, like you have everything.
Yeah.
Like you have everything you could have ever wanted. Like why you don't need to do this anymore.
It's just in the middle, he beat an Asian guy to death.
Yeah, that was like 30 years ago.
There's no statute of limitation of beating an Asian guy to death.
Right, but I'm saying he's gotten everything in spite of that. Like he's made it to the mountaintop. You don't.
So you're saying it's like an obstacle he had to get by? I don't know if that's a fair.
No, I'm just saying like
came from nothing. And
yeah,
he had to
like
get through
he
so much
like
adversity.
he's done. Like he won. You don't
Yeah,
need to
well-
get up at 2:30 anymore.
Yeah, but then in 2011, the good Lord played a great prank on him. And he put a young man named Jeremy Lin in the New York Knicks franchise. And that 2-month span that Jeremy Lin was on, that had to been like,
Talk about insanity.
I can't remember about that. Yeah, all that.
Hello, Funky Bunch, we're back.
That's definitely it. If you get time to say fucking Jeremy Lin.
Yeah, it's got yeah.
Yeah, we might want to get rid of that.
Yeah,
Talking about it.
Yeah, the old Asian Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Me standing up for Mark Wahlberg being an Asian dude. Yeah.
We can keep Mark Wahlberg. I'll still fight, and I will. This is again public proclamation. Mark Wahlberg, The Rock. I'm coming for you guys.
We could do like a cage match. Me, you, and Paul versus Wahlberg and Rock.
Me and you would just hide in a cage. They would like come after us, and we would get. Like,
Yeah, we'd get Paul. Paul, go out. Yeah,
Paul.
and
I'm
Paul
slippery.
would. Yeah, he
Paul
was
is
very
slippery, yeah.
Wet.
Yes, that's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah.
Paul would be the hard place. It would be a rock and a hard place.
I'm just rock hard.
Let's go. A rock hard place. Let's go.
Boys, anything to promote? Anything coming up? Any fun, goofy things?
Yeah, there's UFC fights that's like one dude versus two ladies. That's like, but it's like a big fat guy, so it feels even, but he still wins all the time.
That's just when NFL players get home.
That's Greg Hardy's eventual career.
Yeah. Me and Paul are going to start one lady versus two guys. Mm-hmm. So we're going to, we'd like to promote that. Yeah.
Okay,
Two
great.
small guys versus one average
I
sized
think
lady.
that's nice.
Yeah,
I think it's a beautiful turn of events.
Yeah, so if you guys are into that, yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that what you meant?
No, do you guys want to promote like your shows and stuff?
I mean, we're trying to get this off the ground. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, but there's like this thing in Russia where it's like six UFC fight. Silly Boy Paul on Instagram. I'll post all the shows and there's underscores between the words. You're not going to look it up, but it's fine.
Yeah. Definitely not John K on Instagram also. Everything's there.
Any shows, anything coming up in the next week or so?
Matt Peoples and Friends show. Yeah, that's in a couple weeks. 21st.
21st.
Yeah, that'll
come
be
out.
a good time.
It'll
Come
be a
on
great
out,
time.
get some tickies.
Tap room in Haddonfield. Yeah, come check that one out.
I'm doing the roast battle at Soul Joel's. I'm headlining that bad boy on the 28th
Let's go.
of February, so that should be a good time. Yeah, come on out.
Paul, anything else?
I have like 3 shows in Hamilton, New Jersey, spaced out within a month. So if you live in Hamilton, New Jersey, you have 3 opportunities.
Yeah. All you Hamilton heads, keep an eye out.
Yeah, all our Hamilton heads.
That's been the episode. Thank you, John. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate it. Peace.
Bye.